Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I just filmed this video and I just had to restart because I have a lot of things to say and I really do not want to give this off the wrong way. I don't want to give out the wrong message. I really am just putting this video out there in case anybody relates to me, in case anybody just wants to grow and is going through this whole journey with me. Because I know damn well that there's people out there trying to grow every day and trying to grow as a person. So why should I not speak about it on my channel? I just want to use my voice to hopefully be an inspiration to somebody else and help somebody else possibly even understand what you're feeling. Because I know it's hard to sometimes put what you're feeling into words. And just hearing other people say it, it's like, ah, shit, yeah, you're right. Growth and change have never been things that I have like actively pursued. I always just believe that people would just come into my life and they would just accept me for who I am. I would never really have to change who I am majorly as a person. I would just have to adjust myself to different scenarios. Like, I really hope that makes sense, but I really never thought that I would have to drastically like mature in a way. Like, you know you're supposed to mature, but like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just didn't think that I would have an epiphany and then I would have to go through like a whole journey and really have to try to understand myself. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. I just feel like until you actually start trying to work on yourself, you never really know what it takes. And it does take a whole lot of work and a whole lot of realization and being honest with yourself. And that's really why I've been doing this whole month. I just sat back and I have been very honest with myself. I've thought about all aspects of my life and how I want to change that and how I can implement things to make myself be a better person. And I have been doing that this month and it has actually helped me. I have seen some small differences, some minuscule differences, but even though they're small, you have to treasure the small changes because it reminds you that change is still happening and that you can keep going in your journey. And even if you're having bad days, the journey is still worth it. You can still grow and ultimately you will be your best self, but you just have to keep pushing yourself. Now this video is going to be broken up into sections. I have a few sections that I want to speak about pertaining to changes that I've made and just how I feel about those aspects relating to my personal growth. If you guys are interested in certain topics and that's why you clicked on this video, then just look down in my description box and all of them will be there, so you can just skip to that. But I'm just gonna get right into it. I have always been a very pessimistic person, and before I used to brag about it. I used to embrace it as like, that's just how I am and that's always how I'm going to be. I'm not supposed to trust people. I'm not supposed to, you know, so easily like just give that away. And for a while I did believe that, but honestly, I've just started to notice the importance of manifesting positive things in your life. When you really think negative things will happen to you, and I don't want that in my life anymore. I don't want that for myself.
I want to be unapologetic. I want to be
unapologetically happy. Did I get it? I want to be unapologetically happy. I hope that I got it right that time because I'm not saying it again. I really just want to be so truly happy. Like, I feel like there's so many people on social media that just seem like they have their life together because they have money or because they have like etc., a platform or whatever the case may be. And it's like, just because they have money doesn't mean that they're happy with themselves. Just because they have money doesn't mean that they treat those people around them with love, and it doesn't mean that they have positive mindsets or that they're even proud of who they are at the end of the day. Like, when you lay at night and you think about what you have accomplished in your life, are you proud of that? Are you proud of the type of person that you are every day? Would you be friends with yourself? Like, these are questions that I have all asked myself. Like, would I be friends with myself? Would I date myself? You have to take into consideration the impact that you have on the people that you love. And that's really how I started. So step one is really holding yourself accountable for what you do wrong. Like, that's really it. You have to acknowledge that you're not perfect and you have flaws as well. And even if you do know your flaws already, why do you want to change them? And how do you want to change them? Do you want to change them for the better, or do you feel like you need to ease on some things? Now, don't get me wrong, if you don't know what you want to do yet, that's perfectly fine because you might not even know yourself, to be honest. I feel like I have been blessed with kind of just knowing who I am, knowing what I want, and knowing what I stand by since day one. So I kind of just already know the type of person that I am, so it makes it easier for me to analyze myself and the things that I do. But if it's harder for yourself to keep yourself accountable, then this might be a little harder for you. This brings up an interesting topic that a lot of you may not agree with me on, but I have been seeing more and more people do it, so it is kind of becoming a thing. But I have taken a break off social media. It's like day 1 of this, and honestly, I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm so bored. But I have really been thinking about this past month, and I just noticed all of the negative effects that social media has had on me. And I just feel like I just want to take a step back and just analyze who I am myself. You may say that social media doesn't influence you and it never made you act like a certain way. And yeah, you can say that, but who would you be without it? Like, if you never had social media ever in your life, would you think the way that you do? Would you expect certain things out of people? Would you see society the way that you do? Would you view yourself the way that you do? Would you see certain things about your body and be unhappy with them? Would you want a bigger butt? Would you want a skinnier waist? Or would you just accept yourself for how you are because that's just who you are? I just felt like I needed to take that time to take a step back and just breathe. I've been on social media every day since I was like 13. I just catch myself sometimes falling into the negative stuff placed on there, and that took a lot of being honest with myself, honestly, because everybody wants to say that they're not influenced by social media and that you're your own person and blah blah blah, etc. And you can say that, okay, you can say that, and it could be true. Most definitely, not everybody is the same. I just noticed that it makes me overthink myself. It makes me overthink my relationship. It makes me overthink my body. It makes me insecure about myself sometimes. And while this isn't always all of the time, because social media does have its benefits, it distracts me when I don't feel good. It makes me laugh. It informs me. It like keeps me up with my friends. Like, social media is a good thing at the same time, but it also comes with a lot of negative things, and I just had to take a step back and realize that it was affecting me personally. So that's just why I'm taking a little social media break. I'm speaking about that topic first because it's the most recent one. I don't really have much to say on it. This is really day 1. I've just been bored as fuck. But hopefully the longer that I go without it, the more I can speak to you guys about how it actually impacted me and if it actually did make a difference. Because I know social media has had an impact on me and how I view myself. So let's see how it is when it's not there. School. School is my biggest enemy. I hate school. This semester kicked my ass because I was just not there. I was not there at school, to be honest. I was in my own world. I was trying to grow. I was trying to not lose my shit. That's where I was. I was not at school. I was not paying attention. And honestly, that is my fault. Don't get me wrong, I didn't fucking fail my classes, but like, I didn't do as best as I know that I could. Right now, school was not the biggest priority for me. And no, I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is, and it's not what it's not. Like, what can I really do? I can just do better next time. I've just been thinking a whole lot about my purpose. Like, why am I going to school? What am I actually gonna do with my career? And what am I gonna do when I graduate? Like, can I use my degree? And that has just been leading me to a whole bunch of overthinking and just a whole bunch of other things. I've just been considering a whole lot of other ways to be successful, like side hustles, investing, trade school, just a whole lot of things. I've just been placing myself in different scenarios. And that's also hard because I do have that pessimistic mindset still that's in the back of my head, like, you can't do that. You just can't do that. Other people can do that, but you can't do that. And that has stopped me from doing so many things in my life, and I honestly do regret it, which is why I really am trying to change, and I really hope that that mindset just leaves my head one day. But realistically, that's not how it happens, so that is why I'm working on myself. My relationship is really important to me, and I really do love my partner, so I really do take time to step aside and analyze how what I do affects him. And that has just led me to realize that a lot of my trauma has been holding me back in my relationships, which I already knew because, as I said, I have terrible trust issues. But sometimes just acknowledging that those things really do take a toll is hard, because you don't want to change those things ultimately. Like, as much as I say I don't want to have trust issues, not having them is kind of scary to me, because it's like, how can I just give my trust to people? I just feel like constantly trying to grow as a person and become better is just key to a relationship, because while you're with your partner and they're growing, you're supposed to be growing too. How is your partner mentally coming up here and you're still here? You feel me? Like, you both have to be trying to grow and trying to connect as a whole. But my main thing is never lose sight of who you are. No matter what relationship no matter what relationship you're in, never lose sight of yourself. Always love yourself. Always put yourself first. And yeah, while I do take my boyfriend into consideration, it's like I also have to think about what benefits me. And at the end of the day, that's where boundaries come in and all that other shit. And now on to friendships. Friendships is so simple to me. Just be around people who make you feel loved. Be around people who make you feel like they value your friendship. People who make you feel like they want to hang out with you. And honestly, that was something that I struggled with for a while, because again, I would be so pessimistic that I would put myself down, and I would just automatically think that because I wasn't at that one day that they didn't like me, or that we weren't friends, or that there was some type of animosity there. And while that hasn't happened in a while, like, I did stop that mindset. That was something that was a problem for me for a while, but I just started to realize, like, you're not, like, it's not that serious, bro. It's not, like, it's not that serious. It's just one day you're missing out on. Y'all still friends, bro. We need you to relax. Like, the easiest way that I can put that is just be around people who care. And now to the most important part, baby. It's you are the most important part of this. Love yourself. Put yourself first always. You are queen, main character energy. Only main character energy. Only exude main character energy, and everything else will fall in line. If you respect yourself, if you put yourself first, then people will respect you, and people will put you first. People will treat you how you treat yourself. One thing for me was always the pessimism. Again, something that has always affected me in a way. And it's just, I would always put myself down. I never saw myself as good enough, no matter what weight I was. Even if I was like thicker, or if I was skinnier, I would just always complain about me being too thick, or not being thick enough, or like being too skinny, or not being thick enough. And it's just like, bro, like, why are you so hard on yourself? Like, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. And that is something that I started to practice, is positive affirmations. Telling myself that I'm a good person, telling myself that I'm beautiful, telling myself that I look good today, even if I look fucking crazy. Like, it's just the little things. Like, really telling myself, like, you did that. You did everything that you could. Even in a bad situation, you did everything that you could. You were not wrong. Or just acknowledging, like, you were wrong, but you're still a good person. Like, that doesn't change the fact that you are a good person. I also let go of that ideal body type. I stopped worrying about if I had curves or if I had a big butt. Like, I don't care about that. I am who I am, and as I mature, if I have children or whatever happens to me, if my body gets thicker, then okay, good for me, I guess. But like, I am who I am right now, and why am I stressing my body when I could just live in the moment? Like, I feel like we give up so much of our happiness and so much of our lives worried about what we look like, but are we actually living though? Like, does it matter what you look like? Are you living your life, or are you sitting on your bed thinking about how you want to do 50 squats, or how you want to do a whole workout plan to get bigger thighs? Or are you sitting on your bed ordering waist trainers to please other people on social media for an effect on a picture? And it's like, you can do those things for yourself, absolutely. I'm not telling you, if you want to do something for yourself to make yourself love yourself more, go ahead, by all means. But if you're doing it to make other people happy, that's where I draw the line. Because it's like, why are you worried about what other people think about your body? I slowly started to step out of my shell. I started to value myself more and see myself more as a person, and less as like this little thing that is just hiding in a corner. Like, I have always been so shy my whole life, and I just always use that as an excuse. Like, I'm just shy, I'm shy, I'm shy. But it's like, are you going to be shy forever? Like, are you always going to be so hesitant to speak up? Is that really gonna work when you're an adult, girl? Like, is that really gonna fly? If I need to speak to somebody, of course I can speak, but do I still want to have that shy mentality? Do I want to be so timid when I walk into a room and it's full of too many people? Like, I don't want that. I want to be able to be confident and exude that confidence and stand my ground. And that is something that I'm working on, and it has been working, and I do feel it within myself, because I have been telling myself that it's going to work. And that comes again with manifestation and just positive thinking and positive affirmations. Another thing that I have been doing, thanks to my friend, is I have been meditating, and meditation has actually helped me just relax myself. I noticed a lot more that, like, just in general, I just feel more relaxed. Like, I don't always feel so on edge. I'm not always so stressed out about little things. And when I really meditate in a day, it's like everything just comes so easy. Like, it's so hard to explain. I was one of those people who didn't really believe in meditation. Like, I was skeptical of it, because it's just like, I'm closing my eyes and listening to frequencies. Like, what is this gonna do? But it actually does help, like, calm you down in a way, and I don't know how to explain it. I really think it's just something that you have to try on your own. If you're actually looking to open those parts of yourself, you should try it. 100% you should try it. And it doesn't hurt to try. Like, that's really why I tried it. Like, if it doesn't work for you and if you don't like it, then just don't do it again. Now, this is something that is key and something that can possibly help a lot of you, is idolizing strong, beautiful women that embody those characteristics that you want. Those strong women, those independent women, those rich women, those women that dress nice, that look presentable, that upkeep themselves, things like that. You want to idolize that because you want to be that person. You want to keep that vision. Like, that's what you're striving towards. Not to be that person, but to have those characteristics. Like, you want to be that strong, you want to be that independent, you want to be that bitch, you want to have to want it. Like, that's it. You want to have to want it. If you want it, then you're gonna get it. Again, positive manifestation, positive affirmations. Believe in yourself. Stop thinking that you can't do it. You can do it. Everybody was once you. Dress in something that you usually wouldn't wear, something that you see maybe the person that you idolize wearing, that you found sexy or liberating or just different. Like, just something that you have never done before that you wanted to try, but you were so scared to because you didn't think that you can do it. Part your hair differently, dye your hair, get a new piercing, like, do something, do your makeup differently, try new eyeshadow, whatever it means for you. Just change things up, do something different, show yourself that you can do different things. Another thing is go out more. Stop sitting in your bed thinking about what happened yesterday or what's gonna happen tomorrow or a few months from now. Go out and live your fucking life. Like, you are young. Have fun with your friends, go out by yourself, take a walk. Like, think about things outside. You might as well, if you're gonna be fucking sitting on your bed being all sad, go outside, take a walk, think about it outside. Like, breathe, enjoy yourself. It's just little things. Like, just treat yourself with a little bit more love and respect. Like, show yourself that you are valued. That goes hand in hand with not being so hard on yourself. I would just put myself down so many times, and it's just like, stop. Just stop. Like, let things be. You don't do that to anybody else, do you? You're not always like, oh my god, why is she wearing that? Or what the fuck, why is she acting like that? Or why did she even say that like that? Like, you're not always constantly bullying, picking on somebody else, but you're always doing that to yourself. And it's like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, love yourself. We all have bad days. I have bad days. Everybody has bad days. The important thing is to know how to handle those days and how to properly use them for your growth. It's normal to have bad days. It's a part of the process. It's something that will help you grow even more. Once you start to really think about why you were so upset that day, you can really start working more towards the problem. Because if it's something that affected you to the point where you're having a whole bad day about it, it is most likely something that you should try to work on. I personally just let myself be. I don't really force myself to be happy. I don't force myself to be sad. I just let myself feel what I'm feeling. If I'm feeling sad that day and I want to play sad music, I'll play sad music. If I'm feeling happy and I want to go out like for a second, but then I'm outside and I'm feeling a little bit sad and I don't want to talk, I won't talk. I won't force myself to be social. You just have to let yourself go through the motions, let yourself feel what you're feeling, and try to figure out why you're feeling that way. Why did you get randomly sad when you was outside? Why are you having a bad day? For me, little things that I do to make me feel better is like, I'll take a candlelit shower, or I'll eat something that I like, or I'll go outside with my friends to make myself feel better, or I'll clean, or I'll sleep. Like, just little things that I know will help me manage the day a little better, even if I am having a bad day. I'm so excited to see what my journey is going to take me on and what type of woman I'm going to be in the future. I really am trying to be a beacon of light and love for anybody in my life. I'm trying to be happier. I'm trying to manifest wealth and happiness and love and just growth. I really want to be the best woman that I can possibly be, and that is all I can ever want for myself. I hope that I was able to help some of you, or just help you open your eyes to something that you possibly didn't see, or just be a little distraction for you for these however long this video is. It's probably long as fuck, whoops. But yeah, I hope I was really able to help somebody, because that's really all that my videos ever are. I just want to be there for people and just be able to be a distraction. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and motherfucking subscribe, because I'm trying to get 1,000 subs before my birthday. My birthday is July 28th. I hope you guys enjoy my video. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about down below, always comment that. I respond to every comment. I see every comment. But if you guys comment something that I can't respond to, it's like, what you want me to do with that? Comment something that we can have a conversation about in the comments. Like, come on. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate all of you.